Today I want to do some video on my electrical series. We're going to show you guys exactly how to install, or I'm going to show you guys exactly how to install very basic single pole light switch with a light that turns on. We're going to use our keyless, and I'll show it to you guys in a second. Actually, it's right here. We're going to have our single pole switch, 2 hops, ground, and light. Okay, what we're going to do is use our faceplate and everything else. So the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to drill a hole. Actually, the first thing is we're going to have to put our PPE on. Minors in a roll situation or SHTF situation are going to turn into majors. But the first thing I want to talk to you guys about will be a hole that we have to drill. You notice this is exactly directly in half of your stud. This would be a tall wall, an 8-foot wall, 10-foot wall, whatever. You would have to get your power from the top, because usually your home runs from this box right here. They go up or they go down. If you do drill more into it than you're supposed to, because what happens is you put these on here, and they're called nail plates. If somebody is a sheetrocker or somebody's hanging paneling, they might put a screw or a nail into it, and that's why the code, you have to be 1.5 inches away from each side. Use a 1/2 inch bit. This is a 3/4 bit, but I'm going to say it's a 1/2 inch bit. Use a 1/2 inch bit for this. Nail it on here. If it's closer, sometimes there's going to be a pipe over here. You ain't going to be able to get your drill in or anything like that. So you're going to have to use these. This will save you a lot of time when it comes to the inspector. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this box. Now on this box, I explained to you about the cubic inches in here. They're usually inside. Also in this box, there's a little scale, little measuring tool, ruler. This is a 1/2 inch. Okay, what this is for sheetrock. If you're doing a non-combustible material, you want it sticking out that far. If you're doing a combustible material, you want to slip it against, flushed the material, so your combustible material will go right on top. Sheetrock out 1/4 inch. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to mount the box real fast. Okay, so there's your box. My light box, I mounted already. Okay, right up in here, there's a couple lips. Oops, right here. These two and these two. That's for your ceiling, for your sheetrock also. Now if you're using a thicker ceiling like it was for a bathroom, you'll have to drop it even down lower. Don't pull from the center when you get a spool of wire. Don't pull at all. You just unwrap it like this. You want to keep the thing as nice and straight as you can. That way, when your inspector comes, it doesn't look like a twisted braid. So we're going to come up, and I'm going to plug it in right here. So I'm going to strap it down. You have to be within 6 inches, or maybe it's 4 inches, I'm not sure on the code. I usually do go about 1 inch, 1.5 inches, and get it nice and tight. Strap her down. There's a knot right there. So, got my handy nail nose pliers. So what we're going to do here, we're going to strap it again, right from here. And dead center, hammer. Okay. On the boxes, there's 2 boxes right here. There's 2 entrances, I should say. You want to go to the side one that's farthest away. Before you want to do that, you want to figure it out. Do not strap it down yet doing this. Go right about here, because you're going to have to come over and down. And what that's going to do, I'm going to go with my Kleins. These things are awesome. I'm going to cut the wire, shooting from the box, about that far. And I'm going to take my knife. People say don't use this knife because it'll cut into your wire and it'll cut into the insulation. This thing is so dull. I mean, it's dull. That's why I use it. I can replace the blade, dull it up real fast, and it's safety measure. Some people use electrician's knife. I choose to use this. So cut her out. It's not very tough. Told you my knife is dull. Pull it off. Take this brown paper off. This is for your ground. Again, this is 14.2. We're going to do a 15 amp circuit. Pull her through here. Fish her all the way down inside. And we're going to look inside there. And we only want 1/4 of an inch. Just about that. But since I wrapped it wrong, because when inspectors come in, they're gonna be like, you only got 1/4 inch, right? Blah, 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 blah. So you gotta have only 1/4 inch. Sometimes people have that insulation, this stuff right here, this white stuff, coming out like this far and 1/4 inch in the back. This, for the wires coming out, they have to be code 6 inches outside the box. Not 6 inches outside the box this way, 6 inches from this point. So you want to come off right about here. So now we have our power coming in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have to power this to the light. So we're going to come here. This is where we're going to grab our power at from the signal pole switch. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut some insulation off. This next wire, I already measured it up. Go through the same hole we did before. So it's going to be a tight squeeze. The best way to usually do this is to have things already done. Okay. Normally what you do is you have 2 staples used in this. You already have everything pulled. You would pull your wire before you would strap everything down. But I want to do it step by step by step. When I rope a house, I pull my wire first. I put the boxes in first, label everything with a marker, switch here, receptacle here, blah, 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 ceiling fan. Then I rope the house. After I mark it all out, or I put the boxes in it, then I rope the house and do my home runs and stuff like that. I don't tie any of my home runs in until after I'm all completed up top or wherever I'm at. But I'm going to do it this way today just to show you. I'm going to strap it over the top again. Remember, directly in the center. Come up. I'm going to fish my wire through. I think, yeah, I'm going to do it that way. Make sure I don't have any kinks in here. So I got to figure out which way I got to rotate my rope. Everything nice and pretty and straight for the Mr. Inspector. So you get on his good side, you're all good. Then the next time he deals with them, he'll be a little bit more lenient. And the next time, and etc. So you gotta keep it good with the inspectors. Okay, so everything's nice and pretty and straight. There we go. So this is my wire going to here. Okay, keep it nice and straight, nice and straight, nice and straight. We want to come out to this one. Remember, the farthest one away from a stud or a 2x4, whatever. So we take our screwdriver and push it down like this. And that one's done. So we want to strap these down before I start doing everything. Strap it. Nice on top, centered in a 2x4. Hammer it down. And again. Power receptacle is going to be up this way. So I'm going to do one right here. Make sure these babies are nice and tight. They say they're not supposed to be too tight, but as you can see, they're not too tight. This way, this back. Still get power. Yeah, I get power there. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold it here because we're gonna strap it again, remember? A little bit away from the box. And we're gonna put it through here. So to put it through here, I'm gonna have to strip it right here. Now we stick it in right here. Come on, baby. I know you aren't that stubborn. It's my 14 gauge. That's what it is. Okay, now we go through 1/4 inch underneath the box. Strap her down one more time so you can get it in the dead center. Closest you can to getting in the dead center. Hold it down with your thumb. Don't smack your thumb. Ah! No. And hold the wire back. Hey! Everybody saw funny. Everybody saw funny. Okay, there's about 6 inches coming out. So now what we're going to do, we have the power coming in. We have the power coming into our box. We have the power coming, oops, and the power coming back out of the box and feeding into the light switch. So now we start stripping wires and everything else. We're going to go across. This is 14 gauge wire. This is 14 gauge where I'm at. I'm going to come across. And for a circle one, it's about that. 1/2 inch. And I'll show you guys why. Okay. Here, these colored ones and these non-colored ones. The colored ones are the hots. So this is your black wire. This non-colored one are your neutrals or your negatives. When you get to the panel, it'll confuse you. Just trust me this. This is just consider it a neutral. This one's a hot. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our thing, we're going to make loops. Start right about here and make a shepherd's eye or a shepherd's hook. Okay? So look like that. Take it on, bend it over. Okay? Like so. Take your handy dandy Phillips screwdriver and you're want to always have the shepherd's hook going this way. Because what will happen is you'll hold it down here like this. And I wish I had my glasses on me, but it's okay. I can deal with it. Get nice and tight. Okay? What that little hook's going to do, every time that you tighten it, it's going to grab a hook and it's going to tighten it even more. Next, hot, come across. Okay, and now what you're supposed to do with your ground is on the inside, there is supposed to be a ground spot that you would do for a ground, but just for general purposes, today I'm not going to screw anything into it.
9 minutes.
I'm going to scrunch this up, and I'm going to push it up there. You see the back side of it, inside of it?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I push it up as far as I can get. I push it up. I don't even have to look at it. I'm just pushing it up, and it seals. Okay? So everybody knows how that one's done. So now what you do is this one, is you bend it, and do the same thing. You bend it, and you bend it one more time, and you put it up to wherever you need to be, right here, and you screw it in. New boxes are always a bear. Now on the back of these, you can stab it, which means like stab it actually into the hole, stab into there, or you can cut around, make a shepherd's hook, and do it that way. Me personally, I like to go ahead and do the shepherd's hook. That way I know that it's really safe and secure and everything else. So let's go ahead and do that real fast. But before we do that, I want to grab a piece of ground wire for my ground. Like this size, since that side's already bent. I'm going to come out with another 6 inches. These things are so old. These wire cutters are so old that I have to use my Lyman's. A greenie. This is a greenie. What it's going to do is I'm going to take these wires, bend them to the side, match them up, and I can slip this through like this, like that. Bring them on down here to like so. You can do something like that. So then what you do is you fold this, burning. You fold these all the way down, and this will come out 6 inches. Come all the way down. A lot of times if you have a real long one that's coming out, you don't have to have an additional one. Just cut the other one short and have that coming out. So that's why you would have that. Okay, this is your ground that's coming out. You have these two are your neutrals. These are your hots. So I'm gonna go back up here. I'm gonna wire these real fast. 14 gauge again for 15 amps. Tell it's been a while since I've done this. So I'm not as fast as I used to be, but such is life when you get old. And what am I doing wrong here? If anybody's an electrician, they will know exactly what I'm doing wrong. I screwed up. But I didn't screw up, because you can fix anything. Here, since this is a switch leg, these ones have to be wire tied together. Because when you switch the power, you're switching the hot leg and not the neutral leg. So, now again, it's been a while since I've done this. Match them up, put a red on there, go to town. And when you look, you don't see any wire exposed when you look on the sides of it, okay? Don't have any wire. So what you do right now is you fold them back up into that little box and you push them far back as you can. So I like doing the ground first and having him stick out. Then we grab our switch and Phillips screwdriver. Again, this way around. Also on a single pole, single throw switch. Hey, my phone just turned back on. Sweet.
Thanks, big brother.
No, it just resets. Okay, also with a switch, you don't want this part right here, this shielding, this plastic shielding on this, the wires, to go below this. You want it to be up, preferably close as you can to a screw to keep everything in. Now on the other side, I'm going to take this, same thing, shepherd's hook, wrap it around. One thing that you will notice that I was trying to say before is with a single pole switch, you will have the off and on. It'll say off and it'll say on. So that's the way you know how to put it in. A 3-way switch or a 4-way switch will not have that. They will just have nothing on there. So you can have it sometimes up and it'll be on, sometimes down it'll be on. Then we take this, stick it into the box. Those are speedy. Nothing is touching this is all nice and safe and secure from ground and everything else. And there's everything in the back. It's nice and touchy. Off is off, on is on. Now we're gonna do our faceplate. And I usually put them, all the screw heads face up. And there. So now, screw in this light bulb. Hang dandy light bulb. Again, not sharp. Okay, moment of truth. Will I have enough?
Dun 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 dun.
Okay, she's hot. And this thing will pull a switch. It
Hey, it works.
Okay, so the power comes in here, travels through here, switches up through, comes back around, powers the light, turns it on. Off, on, off, on. Duh, 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 duh. So that's it. Hello my new subscribers, hello my old ones. Thanks again, and talk to you guys later. Bye.